From reunions to medical miracles to unimaginable acts of forgiveness, last year was truly unforgettable.
They told me I would never walk again in my life.
I found out I lost my mother and my 6-year-old daughter in the fire. You don't know what kind of gift this is.
There's one thing that I've been struggling with my whole life. I am gay.
For my life moment, I would love to find and meet my half-sister.
A drunk driver killed my 2 sisters and my first child.
I'm sorry for what I did.
My family and I forgive you.
I hear you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lisa Joyner, and welcome to TLC's This Is Life Live. Now, first, I want to wish all you mothers out there a happy Mother's Day. Tonight, we're going to witness 2 amazing stories that feature courageous moms. Stories that will be honest, they'll be real, and they'll be unlike anything you've ever seen. I'll be live here in Los Angeles at this soundstage where people are gathering for something truly remarkable. Imagine what it would be like to meet the person who saved your life. For the first time, victims of the Las Vegas Route 91 shooting come face to face with the heroic strangers who helped them survive that tragic night. And my co-host, Chris Jacobs from Long Lost Family, is also my co-host for the next 4 nights. He's live in Phoenix, Arizona for the other big story. Hi, Chris.
Thanks, Lisa. It's so great to be with you tonight. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to you, Lisa, and in particular, my birth mom, Mary, and my stepmom, Connie. Happy Mother's Day. I am thrilled to be joining you on this journey. And over the next 2 hours, I'll be bringing you the story of a mother who is willing to do anything to help her daughter. A daughter who was born without a hand and forearm. But with the help of her mother's perseverance and modern medical technology, this 7-year-old will attempt to play and swim like all of her friends and hug her mom with 2 arms for the very first time. And we'll all witness it live. Lisa?
Oh, gosh. Thanks, Chris. I can't imagine it being a mother anything better for a Mother's Day gift. But today is a difficult Mother's Day for those who lost loved ones in the Las Vegas shooting last October. It was
Wish for incredible things for their children, but for one mom, her dream couldn't be more simple. Karen is desperately hoping to see her daughter lead the happy life of a typical 7-year-old.
Good job. My name's Karen Walsh, and we live in the desert in Apache Junction, Arizona. I have 2 daughters, Rumi and Halo, and they are 7-year-old twins. Get her, Halo! And they have a good relationship.
Rumi is my twin sister. I'm older by 15 minutes, and I'm taller. Tag!
Rumi, go get her! I am a retired Air Force veteran and a stay-at-home solo mom by choice. Even though I never married, my biological clock was ticking. So I sought the help of a doctor, and it took a few years to get and stay pregnant. But I was blessed with twins. I was filled with joy to find out that I was having not 1, but 2 baby girls. And everything just went along standard until my 14-week ultrasound. When Rumi moved both of her arms, the ultrasound tech said, "I'm sorry, your baby has 1 hand." That was a shock to me. Once I found out about Rumi's difference, I was afraid that I would not be able to parent effectively to give a child with special needs what he or she needed. When the girls were born, Halo was orthopedically intact. Rumi's arm was different. Symbrachydactyly is the medical diagnosis of having a limb difference on your arm. Her right arm is foreshortened below the elbow, and she has a little flap of skin there that have 5 little teeny tiny nubbins. Can you give a nubbin high five?
Mm-hmm.
Like this? What else can you do? Good morning. It's time to make your beds and clean up your toys, please.
Mm-hmm.
All right, make your beds nicely, please. It's important to me that both my daughters learn household skills. I try to help Rumi by having her do certain things on her own. I want her to be as self-sufficient as possible.
This is the hardest part. My hand's tired.
Some everyday tasks that all of us take for granted, Rumi has challenges with.
Let's start all over. It's hard for me to do a ponytail. Sometimes getting dressed is a little hard.
Right now, she's young, and the clothing choices make it easier to find shoes with Velcro.
I mostly wear Velcro shoes because it's hard to tie them because I have one hand.
Good catch!
Kind of like this.
You did. As the girls are getting older, it's more obvious, and it happens more often that Rumi is unable to keep up with Halo. Bonk! Sometimes the only thing people see when we go out in public is Rumi's lack of a hand, and they define her that way. At a social event one day, a little girl just kept yelling horrible things at Rumi. What's wrong with you? Where's your hand? Did your hand get cut off? And she was pelting her with soccer balls. She was cornered. She was unable to defend herself or get away. That physical attack on Rumi traumatized her. Since then, she is a little shy in public. She's reluctant to show her arm. I did not want my child to be ashamed. Are all the children at school nice to you?
Not nice. This boy said, "You have a dog hand." But I didn't. And I don't. Sorry. Get it. I keep on messing it up. Why?
People say mean things, don't they? How does it feel when you hear mean things?
Sad.
Does it make you cry sometimes? Yeah. Does it make you want to stay home? Hey, it's Isabella and Cadence! You ladies want to go run and play?
Yeah.
Yeah! Go ahead.
Hey, guys, you want to do the train again?
Even when Rumi's supposed to be playing with her friends, usually by default, she ends up isolated. Halo and her friends run and play and climb and swim, but Rumi just doesn't have the ability to keep up with them.
Come on. We'll put the ball instead. I got you. We can. And Bella's gonna hold on to you, okay, Rumi?
How come you don't climb the spider web?
Because the bars are too big and I can't really get up them.
Does that make you feel left out?
I'll just go on the swing.
It's not really fair, is it? I do what I can. But now that she's getting bigger, you know, they're more independent. They have their friends, and I can't always be there to fix everything like I was when she was smaller.
Again, don't leave your children with
Sometimes I'm so paralyzed by my fear of what my daughter is facing because of social acceptance that I come home and I crawl under the covers and I hide my head under the pillows because I just don't know what to do for my child.
All right. You ready? All right, go.
Every summer we take swim lessons. I feel it's vital for both of my daughters to feel safe around water for a couple of different reasons. I want them to have the capability to swim themselves out of danger. Water events occur. I'm always worried Rumi will drown. You're okay. And the other part is social. In the summer, it's brutally hot here. There's always pool parties going on. Every time we go to pool parties, Rumi's left out because she can't get around in the pool. The lack of her forearm and hand was a significant amount of body weight to not be there. So Rumi's physical asymmetry caused her to be off balance.
Oh.
Okay, now we're gonna try and swim without this.
Okay.
Okay, you ready? Come on.
It's hard for me to swim because I only have one hand and it's hard for me to paddle with my one hand.
For my live moment, I want the opportunity for Rumi to play and climb and safely swim just like the other children and not be left out. And I want to feel my daughter Rumi wrap her arms around me and give me a big hug.
I hope that Karen finds the help that could change Rumi's life. Now, right now, I'm here with Christy in Brooklyn, who have joined me to talk about the Las Vegas shooting and how it has
Lives of their own.
During my research to find options for Rumi, I've hit some dead ends. Rumi was told she either had too much or not enough limb to use various devices, but also under insurance purposes. Rumi was born with a pre-existing condition, so actually children like Rumi are denied prosthetic devices, and they can be expensive. They can run to $100,000. And as a solo mom, it can be expensive to find the services and the devices Rumi needs. I don't know if the doctor will be able to help us.
Hi, I'm Annie.
Hi, Annie. I'm Karen.
Hi, Karen.
I'm Rumi's mom. This is Rumi.
Hi, Rumi.
Say hello.
Come on in.
Thank you. Recently, I saw a news clip about a young boy who had a 3D printed hand from the Moore Foundation. 3D printing is an inexpensive way to make prosthetic devices. They're not high tech, but that's exactly what Rumi needs. Rumi's going to continue to grow, and so we need something that will work until we can get to a more permanent solution.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Karen. I'm Rumi's
Dr.
mom.
Mark. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Dr. Mark.
Hi, Rumi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well. My name is Marc Jacofsky, and I'm the executive director of the Moore Foundation. Can we have you get up on the table here so we can take some measurements of your arm? We started this program just a few months ago, and I told Karen that our prosthetics are no charge, but what she doesn't know is that we'll continue to provide prosthetics to Rumi as she grows until her 18th birthday. We are hoping to be able to really expand the program and provide everybody in our community with a hand that may need one. I think your mom said in an email to me that you wanted to be able to swim.
Yeah.
So you want something that'll work in the pool
Uh-huh.
and that you can swim with? Okay. We haven't made an arm for the pool. That's going to be a big challenge for us. The process will take 3 to 4 weeks, okay? So is it okay if he takes some measurements and touches your arm a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. A swim fin is a prosthetic hand
that is designed to work in the water. We've never made a swim fin before, and I've actually never seen a child swim with a prosthetic fin before.
Now we look at your left hand.
I'm happy that Dr. Mark is going to help me with my swim fin because I can do other things that the other kids at school do.
We've always been told that Rumi either had too much residual limb or not enough in order to fit devices. So how does that work? How will it stay on?
So the 3D printer works by actually building up very, very thin layers of plastic, kind of with a printing head that goes back and forth.
Oh.
So it allows us to customize the shape. So it really doesn't matter if it's too much or too little because we have the ability to really customize it.
Wow, that's amazing. After being turned away by so many doctors, I am beside myself ecstatic that this day is finally here, that Rumi is going to be able to get some help.
So I know that we discussed your primary concern was her safety during swimming and having a fin that would really work to keep her safe and active in the pool.
Right.
So we would love to also try and make her a grasping hand that could work in addition.
What?
So is that something you'd be interested in?
Yeah.
Would you like that?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Wow. If these two devices can help Rumi fit in with other people, it will open a whole new world for her.
What types of things are you looking to do when you have your new hand?
Climbing on the spider web.
So do you want to talk about some different colors you might like to have? So this is one design, and this one's all red. Do you like red? Okay, what about something like this, with pinks and purples? And all right,
cool.
Awesome. We haven't made an arm that can climb on the spider web yet, so that's going to be a big challenge for us. With Rumi's grasping hand, I've made prosthetics that are operated by the wrist joint, but up until now, we've never made one that was actuated by the elbow joint. I don't know anybody that's done that with a 3D printer, so I'm not sure how we'll make it work. It's going to take months to create the ideal grasping hand, but our engineers are up to the task, and we're pretty excited to get started.
Okay. As a parent, I'm pretty conservative about getting my children's hopes up. Although I'm very excited about this opportunity for my daughter, I do fear that it won't be everything that she dreams it could be. I don't want Rumi to be disappointed.
And it looks like Rumi and her mom have found what they're looking for. But will Dr. Jacofsky and his team be able to do what they've never done before? And when we return, Lisa will again be live with Brooklyn and Christy. They don't know it, but they're about to be reunited with the two women who helped Brooklyn survive that tragic night in Las Vegas. This is Life Live.
First of all, which is the most important thing to me, but second of all, she can have fun and enjoy social gatherings throughout her whole life. So this is a really big deal for me.
That's great. Fit right into those summertime pool parties.
Absolutely.
Now, Doctor, can you explain a little bit about how this device works and what it took to create it?
Sure. So if we can borrow your arm a little bit, Rumi. We have a cuff at the top that attaches to around her biceps, her upper arm area here, and then a hinge at the elbow, and a couple of additional straps that help hold it secure. And the really neat feature that we have is we made it look kind of like a mermaid fin for her. So it has a lot of character and kind of shows her personality off a little bit. We have holes through here that allow some of the water to flow through because we wanted to propel her through the water in a similar way that her natural hand would. And if these were solid pieces of plastic, there'd be too much force there. And we really got a lot of feedback from Karen and her swim instructor along the way, and that really helped us to improve the process as we went along.
All right, Rumi, are you ready to try it out?
Yes.
All right, why don't you hop in the pool and we'll see what you got, okay? Have fun. Yeah, Halo, you can get in there with your sister too.
Ready?
Go ahead, Rumi.
Go, baby.
Karen, how are you feeling right now seeing this?
We're clamped.
Good job.
Yeah.
willingly, happily. Last summer, she wouldn't.
Come on back to this side, you guys. Come on back. Rumi, come on back to this side of the pool. And doctors have seen that the fin is performing how you expected it to.
Yes. And, it's great to see that it's staying put a lot better than it was in some of our early tests. It's an iterative process. We've never done this before, and we're learning as we go. So she's going to help us to help a lot more children with similar upper limb differences in the future.
Come on all the way out of the pool, you guys. Come on all the way out. What a great job, Rumi. Halo, that was so great. Swimming with your sister. Rumi, how did that feel to swim all by yourself with that fin?
Fun.
Yeah? You had a good time?
Yeah.
Oh, we're so excited for you. All right, you guys go get toweled off. You dry off.
All right.
Thank you so much again, doctor. All right, we're going to be with Rumi shortly for a big moment that she isn't expecting. But right now, let's head back to Los Angeles where Lisa is standing by with another emotional story. Lisa?
Amazing. Already tonight, we've reunited 4 survivors of the Las Vegas shooting, telling their
I understand you have some very good news for Rumi and her mom.
Yes, well, I know we spent a lot of time on the fin, and I'm glad that we really got it working well. But that's not something she can use every day. And we want to make sure that she has something that she can really use on a daily basis. And so, we weren't sure if we would be able to get it done in time, but I'm happy to say that we did finish your grasping hand. If you want to take that for a second. And let's put it on you and show you how it works. Okay. Are you excited? Is this exactly the one you wanted?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like the colors, Rumi?
Yes.
Karen, I know that this is a big moment for you. You look speechless. How are you feeling right now?
Speechless. Actually, I think my daughter was born just right. I think she's perfect. And I love my daughter's lucky fin. And I love how she meets her challenges and goes through the world. But we still do live in a right-handed world, and there are things that maybe shouldn't be so hard for her because she has one hand. And so I'm so happy to see that she would have a tool to use with her body to make some tasks easier. This is not a body part. It doesn't replace anything. It doesn't make her any different.
This is certainly going to give her all the advantages. And doctor, I understand that this is not the only news that you have for Rumi and her mom. That's fantastic, Rumi. That's wonderful. Karen, I think the doctor actually has some more news for you.
Really?
Well, we want you to know that when we enroll a child in this program, we're in it for the long run with you. And she's going to stay in our program now until she's 16 or 18, until she can grow to the point where she can get a more permanent prosthetic. So we'll be remaking these as much as they're needed, and we'll continue to work with you and optimize them just like we did with the swim fin. So, and we're not walking away. We're in this together.
Is that a promise?
That's
Karen,
a promise.
Awesome.
I just told all of America.
Karen, I'd like this to be the moment where Rumi gives you a hug with 2 arms for the first time. Would you like to do that, Rumi? Would you like to give your mama a hug? Let's see that happen. That is such a wonderful moment here. This is happening live as you're seeing it, and we're going to be right back with more after the break. This is Life Live.
There's lots of reasons why Home Chef is number
Amazing gift from Dr. Jacofsky and his team. And now, for the moment that Karen has been waiting for, we're going to watch Rumi play side by side with her twin sister, Halo. Rumi, are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you excited? Do you love your new hand?
Yes.
All right, why don't you go have some fun with your sister?
You want me to get under there and help lift you up? Step. Oh, big step. Ah, come get her. Hold on.
How does that feel, Rumi?
Oops.
Is that good?
There you
Have
go.
a good grip on there?
You want up? Use your knees. It is. Do you want to sit here? It's okay, I got you.
There we go. Get your
I
foot
always
over
have you
there.
up here.
Get your foot over there. We go.
What do you think? Come get her, Aw. Come get her. Can you sit there?
It's a great moment as Rumi is on the jungle gym with her twin sister, Halo. Obviously so happy. We're happy for her. And that's going to be it from an amazing day here in Arizona. And right now, let's rejoin Lisa back in Los Angeles for a very special surprise for everyone who's bravely joined her tonight. Lisa?